Well, you know what?
Too much candy.
You know what? It's Christmas. Da 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 da. Anyway. Hey! It's Christmas! Look at all the snow here!
Da 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 da.
It is so, I wonder if we sound really far away because we're not close to the mic at all.
Never have been.
Alright,
Actually, I think a better answer is, sure am, Eddie.
do I already do the Sparks up? It's been a little while since we've played this.
Are we trying to beat everything?
Except skill points.
Oh, balls.
Let's see, hold on. Okay, yeah, we have done, wait, no, we haven't. Anyway, let's just go ahead and do the Sparks level first.
Spyro, I found an egg, but only Sparks will be able to reach it.
Well, do you think I care?
I want to make somebody mad and spell, like, get a copy of the game and mod it where all instances of Sparks is spelled S-P-A-R-K-S. Actually, C-S.
CS.
Just to make somebody really mad. Like, it'd be like the subtle, frustrating changes mod pack. Like Sparks will be missing a wing, but just one of his secondary wings.
Yeah. Boy,
and
that's...
and his name is spelled just slightly wrong.
You can also move quickly by charging, like
And
Spyro. To charge,
I'm thinking maybe...
use your charge to chase down this fast.
I'm thinking maybe, yeah, maybe that bug, one of its pinchers is turned backwards.
Now for the hard
Spyro's tail's about 5 degrees off. Just enough to be noticed by someone who knows the game really well, but isn't necessarily egregious.
You go different, depending on what direction you're going, you go different speeds.
No, that's too much.
just like in
I'm just thinking something like the reticle you see when you're aiming at first person is slightly an oval, but only on one part of the circle.
Well, you're saying it's evil.
The number of shots you have there at the top, the middle number is slightly lower than the other two. And the one on the left is slightly cockeyed.
Yeah. You know what would be hilarious is if I was like on Instagram or something while trying to play a game. Good, wouldn't that be a hoot?
Oh, and the gems are a slightly different shade of the color they're supposed to be.
swap the gem colors, like keep the same shapes.
No, subtle. So like, instead of just like a maroon, it's a little darker than maroon.
Oh.
And maybe instead of a navy blue, be like a lighter navy blue, but not like a baby blue.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, my back. Ow, what did it do to my back? Frick.
My back! Instead of my leg.
For real, I don't know what I did. It's like my lower back towards my leg.
Because you're doing a Let's Play, it's kind of the cost of it. Oh shoot. I realize they're all piled up there at the door for a moment. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I'm panicking. I know. I was just testing you. 2,203. I wonder how many years ago. Well, if we do the math. So here's what I think of this game.
I'm thinking maybe with that pack, maybe you could have like the anime subtitle pack, which like will change all the words on the screen to be different from what's being said, but still convey the same meaning.
Instead of much too great, it's
I don't know. Greater than I can handle or something.
Like the Guinness. I love how loud some of these sound effects are, just unnecessarily.
I don't know how much they were able to put into this game. Like, there's so much, how many things you could do. Like, it's crazy you see how much a developer group grows when you take Spyro 1. It's pretty basic.
But it's not Fortnite.
Then you take Spyro 2 to the more, and then this one has an even crazier amount. They're all on the same console, the same type of disc.
I mean, it was pretty revolutionary for the time.
Spyro did kind of come up with the whole, if it's further away, give it fewer polygons thing to help rendering.
No, Nintendo did that first. We're gonna go with that somehow. Nintendo did it first with the Switch version of Spyro Reignited Trilogy.
Yeah, Nintendo did it first with Eternal Darkness. Sorry, Super Mario Sunshine did it first.
Well, hey! Sister! I don't know. Anyway.
Wait, where's Sparks' little Sparks to catch all the oh.
Well, we got all 200 gems. Well, what happens now? Well, the adventure's continuing now.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Sylvester.
He's just kidding.
Nice work, Sparks.
You can set up the Sylvester cam to occasionally cut over to Sylvester.
That'd be if we did a Twitch stream.
Now you can pick up gems when you're even further away from Spyro.
Wow!
Even further?
Wowee.
Wowee gee willikers.
Jump, 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 jump. This is an old disc.
It is. Is this the original we had growing up?
Yep.
Wow.
We still have all three of the original discs that were in, copies. Although they're not the original copies, they are greatest hits copies, but
all
still.
Greatest hits?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's lame.
Well, do you think we really cared back then?
Although, you know what is interesting is, like, if a game hit greatest hits status, the greatest hits discs could potentially be rarer based on, actually, although it wasn't the greatest hits copy of this game the one that had all
This is the one that had everything fixed, yeah.
Yes, this is a case where the greatest hits copy would be superior.
Yeah. It wasn't always the case with with games, but like this is one of the rare cases where.
Hello, Spyro. I'm just off to the Tiki Lodge for some.
All right, Tom Kenny.
Wait, is that who voiced him?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Playing a game of hide and seek with my friends. If I can.
It's funny, you see how much Tom Kenny was in before 2003 when SpongeBob took off like mad.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when Nickelodeon thought that Cat Dog was gonna be the big.
The big IP.
Yeah.
And oh, whoops! It's the talking sponge.
Wait, all right. So like, if in the future, say SpongeBob actually ended up ending at some point, and then like, they might have some versions of it here and there, but like many years later from now, they have a live action movie based on him. And they call it like either like just Sponge or they'll call it like SquarePants. So, they won't
or Bob or Square.
Yeah, something like that. Like they won't call it just SpongeBob SquarePants. They'll star him.
If
but
they really wanted to do it well, they would literally just
quote
have
unquote
a
well.
Sponge with a guy standing off the side of the camera talking for him. No eyes or it won't even move. Someone has to move it.
And the focus will be mostly on the live action people.
On the kids.
On the kids, yeah. They'll have kids. They'll think that's a good idea.
Yeah, because kids only like to watch movies with kids, right?
Right.
They don't like to watch, He-Man or like G.I. Joe or something. No, kids can only watch other kids.
That's something I loved about the Sonic movie was that they did not have hardly any kid characters.
Yeah, that's true.
Like. And I do feel like they gave Sonic enough screen time. They didn't, like, push him aside just to have the other actors do everything. Because, see, like, they do that a lot of those movies. It's like, you got the Thomas movie. If you remember, Thomas was hardly in it. Well, not, like, hardly in it. Just, he didn't have enough screen time for someone who's, the main character of the supposed to be the main character.
Okay, but here's my question. Why the heck was Alec Baldwin in that movie? Like, I get it. I know he actually did voice Thomas for a little while.
Yeah.
And there's my other question. Why the heck did Alec Baldwin voice Thomas?
What about how he didn't voice him in the movie?
Yeah. But he played Mr. Conductor in the movie.
Yeah.
Which is weird to think about.
Yeah.
Like, if they ever did, like, a riff tracks thing on Thomas, there has to be some joke about him murdering a camera woman, 20 years later. Because I guess that movie must have come out, 2001, 2002.
It's like 2000, I think.
Yeah, so, 20 years later, he murdered a camera woman.
And then they need to relate it to the train stuff, just like the trains and
a live action Thomas movie, I guess you get Michael Bay to direct it, and it's just called it's just called Thomas or Tom.
Yeah.
And,
Tom the Tank, I don't know.
Mess. And it's the opening shot is something faded black, something faded back, trains crashing.
Yeah.
Explosions everywhere.
There we go. So, did you know about that?
No. What the heck?
Yeah, as a skill point, you lay them all down here, and then they'll, and then afterwards you can just put them all back unless you're done to drop one.
Then you could put the ball into the bodies you're supposed to go on to. Then you just continue on with your adventure.
Thank you, Craig.
I feel like this. I'm interested to see how they evolve that way, but it seems like it's a bit of an evolutionary problem. But to be able to have your head attached, on the one hand, it's good that they can be reattached. So it's just kind of weird that they can be detached so easily, like just giant birds.
Yes.
Take this egg as a sign of your honorary membership in the lodge.
No.
Ooh, what kind of lodge? Like the weird ones where we got people killed? Or like the boring ones where all we do is help orphans?
Well, that's never happened before.
Do we really need to help orphans? Their parents didn't want them.
Yeah, the one kid's parents died. They clearly didn't want.
That's why they let themselves die. Is so that they wouldn't have to deal with a kid.
Well, that's some dark humor, isn't it?
It's not even humor. It's just mean.
So what about the highest rated TV show ever made, Santa Inc.?
Again, it's too bad because, to be honest, the animation was pretty good.
I did see someone say that. I saw someone say that that show gives stop motion a bad name, but I don't think that they meant it in the way where it's like it's bad stop motion. They just said like the show itself is awful. And remember, people of all backgrounds and the genders and the all that stuff hate the show. Seth Rogen, white supremacists hate the show. We made them all, we made tens of thousands of white supremacists mad, and like there's been non-white people reviewing saying they hate it. So, let's see. What all have we completed? I don't think we've completed much at all here. Kinda wish there was a faster way to do that, but okay. Alright, so, Midday Gardens. Yeah. So basically we haven't done any of the levels, so why don't we go ahead and do that?
Awesome.
Well, except for Sergeant Birds. But you know who's gonna be doing it? Andrew is. This is where the recording takes a while.
What? It's because I don't care.
Yeah, but you know this is on your life support. It's like, well, I don't like living. Living is overrated, right?
Joke's on you. I don't live. I only die very slowly.
So there was a point where I was gonna put this on these recordings on. There was a point where I was going to put these recordings on.
I need to reacclimate to these controls because I've spent this weekend playing 2 Pokemon games and a Zelda game, and my hands are not ready for this.
Hey, Andrew, we're in a snowy area, and it's Christmas as we're recording this.
You know what that means?
It has everything to do with the fact that you owe me $20.
No, it has to do with
So what? Oh yeah, I remember what show that was. The thing I was talking about. Oh yeah, kill that bird to get the other gem.
What bird? Oh, that bird.
Yeah, you gotta shoot it. It's not annoying in the slightest to try and shoot it. Okay, in the Reignited trilogy, it's kind of annoying.
Well,
you gotta break that
I'm a
ice.
decent shot in real life. Not that that really corresponds here. I just wanted to throw that out there.
I mean, I'm sure the fact that I am a big fan of Frogger. I bet you that translates well into if I ever try to get on that Frogger game show.
Well, I was just thinking if you were trying to dodge traffic.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Frogger is literally dodge traffic the game.
Well, yeah, and also climb on turtle shells and
logs and
log shells and. Brrr. Brrr. They always made the most interesting noises in these games. Why? I can't remember. I think it's. Oh yeah, it's that sound.
It's like a darn pelican. A seagull.
But that was a pelican, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't really remember. I didn't sleep as well as I wanted to last night.
Birds.
So my brain's only about 50% function.
Oh, well, you know, the past few days I haven't done the most amount of sleep. Oh! I've gotten enough sleep.
Recently I told my boss that I'd been doing something for 6 months that I actually only have been doing for like 3 or 4. And I was like, wait a minute. Why did I just say 6?
Oh,
Like, it's just...
no. By the way, if you go in the middle there, or you can glide to the middle there. Yeah. Ow. You know. And... Oh.
That's disappointing. Golly.
Yeah, normally they encourage you to do it the easier way by being all the way up there, but we are not doing it that way. See?
What a weird, clumsy way of him just kind of doing it. Because they didn't, like, shoot into the water.
Oh.
Also, how does a dragon have, like, infinite underwater breath?
Oh,
Not that I'm complaining, it's very handy.
Yeah.
How?
You know, Spyro had such simple underwater controls. They worked out well.
Honestly,
and, like, the
it
physics.
really did. Like, they were smooth.
Yeah. And, of course, when they made the Reignite trilogy, they were like, you know what, we gotta copy other games and not make it good. I mean, it's still not the worst,
It's
but,
one
like...
of those where, like, clunky or very stiff controls really ended up working in your favor.
Yeah.
Kind of like the first Crash Bandicoot. The stiffness of the controls, I think, actually helped a lot.
Yeah. Charles. I don't know, just imagine that's what the sound's vaguely saying whenever you hit one of those metal things. Those metal, or not, well, whatever they are, things where you get the gems out of them.
They both look like tiny Yetis. Like the Yeti from the Colossus world and Spyro 2.
Yeah. Well, that Yeti does appear here.
In this level, I can't remember.
Well, not in this level, but like in this game.
What does he do? Like,
The boxing challenge.
Oh yeah, must be his brother getting revenge.
Yeah, that's why we're not
It's
gonna
like,
try.
dude, your brother was a retard. He literally just jumped until a thing fell on him and he died.
Now we can't say those words, Andrew. You stupid. Oh.
That's right. Every time I say words like gay or retard, some gay retard reminds me those words are offensive. Which is fine. Offensive words are fine. They can be rude.
You can be rude and they hurt someone's feelings and it's all your fault.
It hurt my beefies. There's only one bird here, too.
I think there's only one, but I could be wrong.
Like you always are.
Oh, chestnuts roasting.
Over and
open.
Flame. No, a flame really wouldn't be worth that kind of scream.
Over
It'd be
and
more
open.
like, no, it'd be more like over and open flame. Just something like that.
So I remember this one time
Yeah.
where I forgot.
Do you think?
Therefore I know.
No. Do you think?
I think so.
Don't you just say I try not to?
Oh, yeah. Don't you think? I try not to.
Did you not know?
I just, it was Sonic Boom had some. The writers were too smart for that show.
It wasn't perfect, but man, they just had little outbursts that were so well done. Friggity frag.
It's like, you know what? We translate some of that well doneness into more of the modern games.
One team's making the games, one team's making the show. Fortunately, they are not one and the same, and probably shouldn't be because it'd be weird. I guess unless you're Doug Tenaple working with Earthworm Jim. That was kind of a one and the same situation. It worked quite well.
Yeah. I will definitely say that Earthworm Jim, the show, was the best Earthworm Jim thing, which was really good. I just couldn't get into the games that it was based on.
Those games are absurd.
Like I feel like the first and second games go a little too out there, especially the second one. Go a little too out there with the way the levels are, with like different content. It's kind of a variety type game where each level is like almost a different almost every single level's a different gameplay style.
Yeah.
And that's just like...
Do you do any where you're riding his little ship that he pulls out of his pocket?
Well, yeah, in the first game, actually, you do ride a ship. Well, you race Crow. Or is that his name?
Yeah, Spyro.
Spyro, yeah. It's been a little while since I've known the names of the characters.
Probably also got Mr. Science Theater on the mind because you've been watching
Mr.
Science
Crow.
Theater riff tracks for
Crow.
the past 12 freaking hours. It's like... Cambot. Gypsy. Tom Servo. Crow.
What was it?
If you're wondering how he sand breathes.
Another science fact. But like, it was just... I was just thinking about you go down that way. Or you die, I guess. No. Anyway, there's a part where and like one of the openings, they have like little phrases after they say their names and stuff.
Yeah, Cambot and like I think seasons 2 and 3 says "kill yourself."
Yeah, kill yourself or something like that. It's just so calmly too.